Hello everyone, this is Dr. Han. I hope that this video finds you all doing well. We've been having kind of difficult weeks, surprisingly, unexpectedly difficult weeks, but I hope that all of you had safe and warm weekend, and I hope that things are going back to sort of the normal in your town. All right. Sorry for not having been able to upload my instructional video. I meant to upload a video regarding your informative speech assignment, and this video is about your informative speech assignment, and also I want to give you some update on the class schedule because we had to cancel last week's assignment and the quiz. Okay, so let me go ahead and then talk to you a little bit about this class, the schedule, and then what you should do when you are sort of in question about the assigned week's assignments or assignments ahead of this week. The basic rule is that I am for the most part following our syllabus tentative course schedule. All right, so you can actually sort of compare with the content folder of our Blackboard site. But if you are confused with the certain assignment or the assignment sheet or form that is uploaded in the content folder that is not specified as a due in the syllabus, that's the time that you are welcome to contact me. But for the most part, I want to tell you that I am following the course schedule, and I will most likely specify in the writing when I am contradicting. So for example, I have uploaded the informative speech assignment sheet on the content on the Blackboard in the content folder. I believe that week 3 content folder. And then if you take a look at the tentative course schedule in our syllabus, it says in week 3 category, it says informative speech assignment handed out. So I was handing out the assignment, but that does not mean that your informative speech is due that week. All right. So if you take a look at the syllabus says that week 6 will be your informative preparation outline and the PowerPoint due. I'm going to explain about it in today's video later on. All right. Okay, and then the week 7 will be your informative speeches. All right. So we are right now in week 5, and week 4 assignment was, I think the one main assignment was week quiz 3, which was canceled. I want to explain a little bit about that. All right, week 4, quiz 3 is canceled. I rather want to cancel entirely. And for the grading purpose of the quiz 3, the speech planning form that is uploaded for this week's assignment, that will count as week 3 substitute. All right, so quiz 3 was supposed to be 20 points worth. Hence, your speech planning form will be graded, and I will give you the 20 points if you complete it. All right. Okay, so once again, the quiz 3 canceled, but the planning form, okay, will be graded, and that will be counted as the quiz 3 points. All right, so for speech planning form, the purpose of this planning form was for you to be able to to be able to sort of approach step by step toward the completion of your informative speech. So let me see, before getting into that, let me go ahead and then give you a little bit of the sort of the overview and then the principle, sort of guiding principles for this informative speech. Very important part is that the topic. You will choose one topic that about which you will talk in your informative speech and in the persuasive speech. So you will not change your topic in your next speech. All right, so the choosing a right topic, and then especially choosing the right topic for you, I would say, is the most important. Some of you said that, I am usually the nervous in my public speaking, but I am pretty, I pretty do okay when it comes to the topic that I am interested, and then I have the time for preparation. This assignment is like that. All right, so choosing the right topic for you, not me, okay, for you is the most important part of this assignment. And then regarding the topic, another important aspect is that you have to choose somewhat controversial topic. Now, I wouldn't argue against you in terms of, how much that topic is controversial. I think that if you feel that topic is controversial enough to cover in both informative speech and persuasive speech, persuasive speech, that's fine. Having said that, most important part is that you should be able to explain, right? Explain there are opposing viewpoints toward that topic. So, for example, I'm going to go through the project assignments sheet, informative speech. All right. So your speech will be the 5 to 7 minutes on a topic that is controversial. And then I provided an example of torture. Abortion, I think that you can think about sort of the same approach. You can think about abortion as well. There are so many actually the good topics, and then I think that you kind of know already whether the topic that you chose is controversial, and then in what way that is controversial. So you actually to choose the topic that interests you most. All right. Okay, so once again, the basic aspect and then the most important part is that you lay out both opposing viewpoints, and most speech outline and then the organization for informative speech is pros and cons. Okay, so that's simple. The number one, part one of your outline will be about whether it's legal or it is ethical or it is effective or whatever that is about the topic. Okay, and then the big number two, the second part of your organization should be speech outline should be the opposing, how opponents view. All right. And one more thing, another important aspect is that in your informative speech, you will not use should or shouldn't. Okay, it is not about your opinion, but it's about laying out different viewpoints. Therefore, your audience are not supposed to know which perspective you have on the topic. All right, so I think that your speech planning form, when you create your specific purpose statement, the informative speech specific purpose statement should cover that aspect. Okay, but I'm going to talk about that later. Okay, so the second page of the assignment sheet, in short, your speech is 5 to 7 minutes long. That is very important that your speech will be within that range, and then you must use the four different sources cited in your outline and verbally cited in your speech as well. All right. uh, and then try to use the varieties, different types, and then different the sources. Okay. uh, and then the visual aid, this is a tricky part. I do prefer you have the PowerPoint for this one, and then for the entire course. Having said that, with the I'm not sure that how each of you are equipped in a way. Uh, in a way, you record your video while talking, with the monitor. This is not the traditional type of the classroom. So I will make PowerPoint an optional for informative speech and persuasive speech. Your third speech, uh, MMS speech, should have PowerPoint. So that is required. But for the first two, informative and persuasive, I will make PowerPoint optional. But you will think about a way to incorporate visual aid. All right. It doesn't matter whether your audience can see it very well or not. If there is a technical problem, I understand. But try to make it visible and then understandable for the audience that you came up with the visual aid. All right. Okay. And then the outline will be due next week, actually, by the end of next week, not this week. Week 6 outline, week 7. Okay, so week 6 outline, week 7 speech. All right. Okay, now let me move on to speech planning form. All right, so the speech planning form start with your topic. I'm going to ask it. I asked about your topic, and write about your topic, and write about your specific purpose statement. And this is very clear. A specific purpose statement is something like to inform. All right, it shouldn't be overall goal, or the purpose shouldn't be too persuasive. Okay, not yet. We're not there yet. Okay, so to inform the audience, probably both pros and cons of certain topic that you provide. All right, or two different perspectives. You can name two different perspectives toward your particular topic. All right. Okay. And you want to imagine a little bit about your audience. I mean, you if you are presenting in your classroom, you probably know well about your audience. But because this is a learning village beyond your classroom, you have to imagine your the audience beyond your classroom. However, this is a dual this is a dual credit. This is a dual credit course, and you have the same age group, so I think that it shouldn't be too difficult to make sense of the audience perspective about your topic. Okay, and why you are interested, and then you can be very personal about that, and then actually that personal approach can explain very well about your credibility, and you can actually go ahead and then include that as your credibility. You might already have certain experience about the topic. You might have already have an experience of working in certain organization about that topic. So please feel free to incorporate your own experience. Okay. Organizational plan, I want you to clarify the main points. All right. I wrote that 2 to 4, but I mean, if it's okay, if your the organization would be just big chunk of pros and a big chunk of cons, and then you probably have the subtopics or the subpoints. Right, so try to be specific as possible. And the research, I think that that is the part that I already had some questions from some questions by email. That might be a little bit tricky. By preliminary bibliography, what I mean is that it is sort of like a brainstorming stage. Okay, so try to list up as much as good sources that you found in the process of your researching uh, about the topic. That it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter whether you will be using that particular source in your speech. Therefore, you will be listing 5, not 4. Okay, so you kind of will you will narrow down the sources, or the sort of filter out certain source, and then it doesn't matter that it's okay if you don't you if you end up not citing all 5 that you chose. Okay, just do your best. I mean, I wrote the minimum of 5, but I mean, if you cannot come up with 5 at all, and I really want to use these 4, that's it, and then that's fine. Okay, that is fine. Or you came up with 10, and then I don't know how to narrow it down, so I'm listing them out, all of them. That's fine. Okay, so whatever method that'll work for you, and then how many that you feel comfortable, it's fine for you, fine with me at this point. All right. APA, I am not sure if you have ever heard of APA style. Communication as a discipline prefer APA style, and these days it is very easy to cite, to come up with the citations properly. I usually use Purdue OWL. That is the site of the Purdue University's Writing Center. But I think that if you just type in the APA style uh, in Google, it'll show you, all right, the way. The basic idea here is that I am not meticulous about the commas and all of those things, but my idea here is that I don't want you to just copy and paste the address, email, not email, the website link. All right. So that is something that I don't want to see, and then you will get some point deduction. So what I want to see is the author name, the title of the article or the website, the year of publication, those particular informations. Okay. All right. So actually, that is about it. The first of all, you will choose the topic that you want to choose. This is your topic, your speech, and then your own experience. And I'm sure that you will do an excellent job. Um, I look forward to seeing your speech planning form, and then I try to get back to you as soon as possible so that you can incorporate my the feedback into your outline. Once again, your outline will be due next week, actually by the end of next week. All right, and then your speech will be due in week 7. All right. Okay, and as usual, if you have any question or concern, please feel free to contact me via email. Um, I will try to get back to you with my feedback. Okay, I truly hope that you will have a good week, and yes, I will. I hope that you will have a good week, and want to say that it was good to see you, and thanks for watching. Uh, and I look forward to your speech. Okay,